I want a real fight. So he signed what I signed. He signed a real fight, and I signed a real fight, and he got his advance. So there's no reason to make excuses of that.
Like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take. It's gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best.
Today, to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Manny Pacquiao stunned viewers after reportedly losing his composure during a live television discussion with Floyd Mayweather, creating a moment that quickly became one of the biggest talking points in the boxing world. According to reports, both fighters appeared together on ESPN's First Take alongside Stephen A. Smith to discuss their highly anticipated September 19th rematch. However, the conversation took an unexpected turn when Pacquiao confronted Mayweather about referring to the bout as an exhibition instead of recognizing it as an official professional fight. From the opening moments, the tension between the two boxing legends was obvious. Seated across from one another, neither seemed willing to back down, while Stephen A. Smith worked to keep the discussion under control as the exchange escalated into an intense war of words that left fans and analysts talking.
Or he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this.
According to various reports, Stephen A. Smith opened the discussion by asking Floyd Mayweather to clarify comments he had previously made at Caesar's Palace, where he reportedly described the upcoming bout as an exhibition. Mayweather allegedly responded with a relaxed smile, explaining that his remarks were simply intended to build excitement and entertain fans rather than be taken too seriously. The atmosphere changed almost immediately when Manny Pacquiao reportedly cut in before Floyd had finished speaking. Witnesses claimed Pacquiao's calm demeanor quickly disappeared as he challenged Mayweather's version of events. Pacquiao allegedly argued that Floyd had signed multiple agreements on different occasions and accepted advance payments, making it unfair, in his view, to now describe the situation in a completely different way.
Did you see what Floyd said? I think he's saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
According to people familiar with the interview, Floyd Mayweather initially appeared to dismiss the criticism. Reports claim he laughed off the remarks, encouraged Manny Pacquiao to stay calm, and suggested that both fighters would receive their money regardless of the disagreement. Pacquiao, however, was said to remain firm and showed no intention of backing away from the issue. Sources allege that he opened a folder he had brought with him, placed several documents on the table, and highlighted 3 specific dates: October 24th, November 6th, and December 14th. He reportedly insisted that each agreement identified the matchup as a professional contest and claimed that all of the paperwork carried Mayweather's signature. Pacquiao then allegedly challenged Floyd to dispute the documents if he believed they were inaccurate, arguing that the evidence was sitting directly in front of everyone. Witnesses said the confident expression Mayweather had displayed earlier appeared to fade as the discussion became increasingly intense.
When it comes to boxing and competing and being the best, I'm not here to talk about what you did on the outside. I'm not here to talk about what nobody else did on the outside. I'm not here to talk about your personal life. When we talk about, what's going on inside that square circle,
According to reports, Stephen A. Smith stepped in and asked Manny Pacquiao to explain exactly which agreements he was referencing. Pacquiao reportedly replied that Floyd Mayweather had entered into separate contracts with MP Promotions, Netflix, and CSI Sports on different dates, with each agreement describing the event as a sanctioned professional boxing match scheduled to take place at the Sphere in Las Vegas. He allegedly stressed that the wording in those documents consistently referred to a professional contest and did not describe the event as an exhibition. Pacquiao also claimed that Mayweather had already accepted advance payments connected to those agreements and was only now attempting to redefine the nature of the bout. Witnesses said Floyd appeared increasingly uncomfortable as Manny walked through the sequence of events. In response, Mayweather reportedly argued that the focus should be on giving fans an entertaining show, suggesting that, considering where both fighters are in their careers, the matchup should be viewed as enjoyable entertainment rather than an all-out battle.
Hey, this is not, we're going to have fun, we're going to throw a few punches, like I'm taking this seriously and I'm trying to fight Tyson?
I don't know. I just want to give the fans what they want to see, excitement. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be
an exciting event, and people from all around the world is going to enjoy.
Discussion quickly became even more intense as Manny Pacquiao reportedly answered with a famed response, telling Floyd Mayweather to speak for his own situation rather than making assumptions about both of them. Pacquiao allegedly pointed to his recent 12-round championship bout against Mario Barrios, saying that despite being 47 years old, he still believed he could compete at the highest level and had no reason to fear stepping into the ring. He then suggested that Mayweather's real concern was protecting his undefeated record rather than facing another challenge. The direct nature of those comments reportedly surprised everyone on set. As the tension increased, Stephen A. Smith asked Mayweather a straightforward question about whether he had signed agreements identifying the event as a professional fight. After a brief pause, Floyd reportedly answered that the contracts could be interpreted in different ways and said his legal representatives were reviewing the language. Pacquiao strongly rejected that explanation, arguing that a signed agreement leaves little room for interpretation and claiming that accepting advance payments without fulfilling the agreed terms would be a serious breach of trust.
Yeah, there's a disagreement in terms of whether this is a real fight or an exhibition, but really that's really falling on the side of Mayweather, since apparently he already signed the contracts, the deal was already done, he took some advances apparently on the actual agreed upon terms of the contract.
Discussion then turned to Floyd's 50-0 record and its significance. According to reports, Manny accused Floyd of attempting to safeguard that undefeated status by turning the fight into an exhibition, so that any loss would not be recorded officially. He told Floyd that he was scared because Manny was in better shape now than in 2015, when he had fought with a torn shoulder and still managed to cause problems. And now that he was fully healthy, Floyd was clearly frightened. Viewers noticed that Floyd's body language shifted significantly, as he leaned backward in his seat and folded his arms in a defensive posture.
The price ranges from 8 figures all the way to 9 figures that I'm able to get for exhibitions. And so why would I go out there and risk, fighting a top fighter when I can get the same amount of money for 3 rounds?
Floyd Mayweather reportedly shifted the conversation toward Manny Pacquiao's age and his recent time in the ring. According to those present, he referenced Pacquiao's bout with Mario Barrios, noting that it ended in a draw rather than a victory, and questioned whether Manny was still performing at the same elite level that once made him a dominant champion. Pacquiao, however, was said to respond without hesitation. He reportedly reminded everyone that he had been 46 years old when he stepped into the ring against a 29-year-old world champion, and argued that many fans and analysts believed he had done enough to win that fight. Pacquiao then contrasted that with Mayweather's recent appearances, claiming Floyd, now 49, had mainly participated in exhibition contests and matchups against social media personalities instead of active world-class opponents. He insisted that their situations were completely different, and witnesses said the crowd inside the studio reacted loudly to the pointed exchange.
Floyd, you better than Floyd. You know why? That's good. That's motivation for the fighter. You can tell him that, but deep in his heart, he don't believe that.
Focus of the conversation then reportedly shifted to the financial disagreement surrounding the event. Stephen A. Smith brought up public claims from Manny Pacquiao's promotional team, which had accused Floyd Mayweather of failing to honor the terms of their agreement. According to reports, Mayweather responded with far more emotion than earlier in the interview, raising his voice as he insisted that he had been the driving force behind making the event happen. He allegedly argued that his involvement was the reason the fight attracted major financial backing, a Netflix partnership, and a booking at the Sphere, suggesting that none of it would have come together without him. In response, Pacquiao was reportedly seen rising from his chair, dramatically increasing the tension in the studio. Witnesses claimed Stephen A. Smith immediately stepped between the two boxing legends in an effort to prevent the heated confrontation from escalating any further.
I wonder what Netflix thinks about this. Like Netflix, which is throwing its resources behind it, which is putting a bunch of money into it, which is arranging reportedly for the Sphere to be the venue of choice for this fight. I gotta believe that Netflix is expecting this to be a...
According to reports, the most dramatic moment of the broadcast came after Manny Pacquiao rose from his seat. Witnesses claimed he looked directly at Floyd Mayweather and declared that it was Floyd, not Manny, who had the greater need for the upcoming fight. Pacquiao reportedly referenced Mayweather's alleged financial pressures, ongoing legal disputes, and unpaid obligations, arguing that those issues were the real reason advance payments had been accepted. He went on to say that money was not his motivation, insisting that his main objective was to face Mayweather in the ring and prove who the better fighter truly was. As the exchange became increasingly tense, observers said members of the studio security team moved closer to the set, prepared to step in if the situation escalated further.
He's undefeated, and then this is give me more encouragement, motivation to work hard, like what I did before in my previous fights.
Reports claim the confrontation escalated further when Floyd Mayweather also stood up, matching Manny Pacquiao's intensity. According to witnesses, Mayweather defended himself by emphasizing his nickname, Money, and insisting that he had generated more than $1 billion during his boxing career, arguing that he had no financial reason to rely on Manny. Pacquiao, however, was said to respond almost immediately by referring to Mayweather's recently reported lawsuit against Showtime, in which Floyd allegedly claimed he was owed hundreds of millions of dollars. Manny reportedly questioned why someone who considered himself financially secure would pursue such a large legal claim, while also accepting advance payments connected to their upcoming fight. Those present said the question briefly left Mayweather without an immediate response, adding another tense moment to the already heated exchange.
Thomas, in Dubai, I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions every month, not worried about nothing. And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist.
As the debate continued, Stephen A. Smith reportedly attempted to shift the focus back to the upcoming matchup by asking what would happen if the two sides failed to settle their contractual dispute. According to reports, Floyd Mayweather said he would still be willing to move forward with the event as an exhibition, suggesting that both fighters could simply divide the revenue equally regardless of the outcome. Manny Pacquiao, however, was said to reject that idea outright. He reportedly insisted that he had no interest in participating in what he described as a non-competitive exhibition, maintaining that the contest should either proceed as an officially sanctioned professional bout or not happen at all. Pacquiao then allegedly challenged Mayweather to put his undefeated record on the line if he truly believed in his abilities, adding that if he was unwilling to do so, the event should be called off and any advance payments already received should be returned in accordance with their agreement.
Oh, this is what Pacquiao manager said. If he's scared of Manny and does not want to put the record on the line in a professional boxing match, not only should he have never executed these agreements, but he should have just come right out and said because Manny.
Conversation reportedly then shifted toward the legal implications of the dispute. According to sources, Stephen A. Smith asked Manny Pacquiao whether he was considering legal action if Floyd Mayweather failed to honor the agreements. Pacquiao reportedly answered that his attorneys were reviewing every available option, but emphasized that his preferred outcome was much simpler. He wanted Mayweather to follow the terms of the contracts they had allegedly signed. Manny also stated that taking the matter to court was not his first choice, explaining that he would rather settle the issue inside the ring in an officially sanctioned professional fight. At the same time, he reportedly warned that if Mayweather continued to reject the agreed terms after allegedly accepting advance payments, pursuing legal remedies could become a realistic option.
Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at.
Floyd focused his response on preserving the reputation he has built throughout his career. He explained that, at 49 years old, he believes his achievements have already secured his place among boxing's all-time greats, leaving him with nothing left to prove inside the ring. Mayweather pointed to his undefeated 50-0 record, world championships across 5 weight classes, and remarkable financial success as reasons why taking unnecessary risks no longer appealed to him. Instead, he suggested that a showdown with Manny could simply be about giving fans an entertaining event while allowing both fighters to benefit financially. According to many viewers, Pacquiao appeared unimpressed by those comments, with some saying his facial expression reflected frustration and disappointment.
I beat the most world champions.
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
Manny shifted the conversation to their famous 2015 bout, once again mentioning the shoulder injury he says affected his performance that night. He argued that the injury severely limited his ability to fight at his best and suggested Floyd's victory came under circumstances that would be different if they met again with both men fully healthy. Manny also questioned why Floyd was now referring to a potential rematch as an exhibition, implying it reflected a lack of confidence in a true competitive contest. Floyd quickly rejected those claims, responding that the injury explanation had been discussed for more than a decade and insisting he no longer viewed it as a convincing argument. According to people who followed the exchange, Floyd's response appeared to intensify the tension, with many seemingly becoming even more irritated as the discussion continued.